And under any circumstances, and some firings are in order about the doctor. I can't have a doctor that doesn't have faith in me. So she's always downgraded me and looked down on me, and now she even looks down on me more. So it's not very nice going into her office and looking at that face that looks at you like you are a piece of shit. And I get that from a lot of doctors, and they're not very what do you call, sincere. They just want money in their pocket, and that's all they care about, because they owe money probably to school. Well, I do want to start with this, if I can find it. Let me find this for you folks. I'm going to play this till the end of time, because this is the truth. We're talking about giving it back to the little people. Me and Wolfman Mike here, this is Marijuana Mama coming in at 5 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday morning. The reason we're talking, we were up all night and it just got to a conversation regarding the little people. Who are the little people, Wolfman?
Well, the little people are the ones that don't get noticed for your kindness in the world.
Not just your kindness, but for your inability to speak up for yourself, just for the simple fact the government won't let you.
Whoa, slow down. Okay, wait a minute. What do you mean by government?
Everybody wants to dumb down the little guy. The little guy has secrets, so they give them more drugs. Give them more drugs. The more drugs you give them, the less they can say, the less they are qualified.
Did you give me drugs? Because I can't remember what little people mean anymore.
Little people are the little people. People that are being drugged.
Who are you?
I am Marijuana Mama, the
What's
number
my
one.
Name?
You're Wolfman Mike.
Okay, thanks for telling me. I don't remember.
We are little people,
No,
but we are also outstanding
fuck you.
people.
You're a little person, not me.
We're both little people.
No, you are.
We're both big people. We're both known around the world.
No, you. You are.
We're just having a good time. We've been drinking some. What are we drinking?
Purple Kool-Aid.
Please inform everyone.
And marijuana banana bread.
And what else? What are you drinking?
Snuzzfuckles.
It's a new drink that he created. Snuzzfuckles. Snuzzfuzzles. Snuzzfuzzles.
Snuzzfuckles.
Fuckles. Oh, fuckles. That's a bad word.
You can't say that on the air, but it reminds me of fudgesicles.
Come on. You're nuts. This little hoot shit's gonna make you sick.
Shut up. Don't even go there.
It's gonna make me sick too.
You're a snotchticle.
I'm a weasel.
Snorkel.
Weasley did a weasel.
A cute one though.
Try to be. I haven't been able to focus on anything.
She's a cute snortsicle. I like to suck on her in a certain part of her body.
Shut up. Men never pay enough attention to women's boobies.
Oh, pour some wine on it.
Shut up! Do you know why men have nothing to do with boobies? Because they already got breastfed as babies, so they're sick and tired of the nipple.
You didn't pour enough wine on your nipple.
I should have drank a liter last night.
You probably poured some wine on your vagina.
Fuck off.
Lick it.
Fuck off. You're big.
Alright, never mind. Okay, Facebook, we are pigs. So, Facebook.
This isn't Facebook, this is Create on Spreaker.
Alright, whatever. If this is Spreaker, this is Wolfman Mike. And this is
For everybody, I just wanted to let you know, anybody that wants to be able to do anything legally against a facility run by the government, Everybody that can and will represent you won't represent you because they're paid more by the government to keep you shut up than you could ever pay them.
I'll pork you in the ass like a porky penguin.
Why don't you pork yourself in the ass with a porky penguin?
Portuguese penguin.
You are a
Portuguese. do that.
Oh, don't get them breeding up there.
Oh, yeah.
Up north, they're going to be breeding next.
My grandfather called them the fucking government.
Government. Liberals got in to spend another, $2.10 trillion? Gazillion dollars.
Penguin.
We won't be able to make money as much as he fucking spends.
The Portuguese penguin gonna get you.
Yeah, Portuguese monkey.
The Portuguese penguin. That's a government.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've actually got a rare immunity that I only got after I got abducted, Wolfman.
Do you know what government means?
You were probably giving it the same day.
Let me tell you something, okay?
What does it mean?
Do you want to know what the fuck government means? You should know this because you can speak German, right? Government. You know what it means? It means mind control.
Government.
Yes.
For
mind control.
The small people.
Yes.
They're big people.
Ment is mind. Ment is mind. Govern means control.
Government.
Government is mind control. Yeah. That's what it means.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely right.
I am.
There you go, folks. That was just a little bit of a show we did about, I'd say, 2.5 months ago. We really opened the doors in that little 9-minute and 20-second episode. It's called The Little People, and I've been playing it on the shows because I really do believe everything that was in that show. I want to also let folks know that sometimes when we are talking, we get so excited about our conversations, and we are sometimes we cut each other off in our conversations. I was saying in that conversation, I have been tested for an immunity. I have an immunity in my blood that only people in, I think it is remote locations in Scandinavia have. I've looked further into it, and also there is a place, now I'll just say Scandinavia because that was the main location, that they said the tribal community all had this immunity to hepatitis. My doctor, the one very good thing she did do at the hospital was give me a complete STD check, just because she thought that I was having sex with everybody so that I could pay for gas for my car. She was retarded. I would never do that. She judged me from the second I walked in the door and drugged me and treated me like a whore on the street, and just really was horrible. And if I said her name, I would sue her back. So she can go to hell. She was really mean. My Dr. B, though, she likes her. So I told her, well, you know what, Dr. B, if you were her patient, she'd drug you with drugs you were allergic to, too. And she kind of looked at me twice. Now, I'm not joking. She kind of thought about that twice before she said she was her friend. She'd do it to one person, she'd do it to anybody. The psychiatric world turns you into a zombie. That's why I say self-talk is a lot easier than medication. If depression is your only issue, take for granted self-talk. Take for granted self-talk, because you can talk yourself out of your negative, hopeless feelings of remorse over whatever ailment, whatever ails you, it is better than to confide in a doctor of how you're feeling, end up in a hospital where you have to go to the bathroom on a mat or be injected with needles or take drugs for the rest of your life because you're a guinea pig for medication that makes people a lot of money and keeps you broke and sick and ill and dying on your deathbed before your time. So if you want to listen to Marijuana Mama, I'm giving you hope for a better future by self-talk. All I'm asking is anybody that has negative talk going on in their head or suicidal thoughts to replace those thoughts with positive thoughts. So if you say I've had enough, just say no. I'm going to fight through this day and I'm going to have a good day. Whatever comes to your mind first that's positive, say it to yourself. If it's negative again, this is something that will help you. Go to the mirror. Stand in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. And without even hesitating or grimacing or anything, tell yourself you love yourself. Say, I love you to yourself in the mirror. And all of a sudden, you will either cry or laugh. And it's only one or the other emotion. And you know what? Either emotion, it'll make you feel the joy that you needed to feel at that moment. It is a gift at looking at yourself in the eye and letting you know you love you. And I was given that by a very, very special person in my life. And she was a dream spirit that I had for 7 years. And this dream spirit was a witch that lived in my backyard. And because I didn't really have a father that could deal with children with his alcoholism, or a mother that wanted to raise children or actually be a mother, I raised myself pretty much from 4 on. And I raised my sisters at 5 and 7, changing 24 diapers a day at one point. So I know it's hard out there, kids, and I hope kids aren't listening to me, but if any teenager are listening, it's hard to have kids. And if you think you're going to have freedom, there's no freedom when you have a child. And the best bet is not to have children until you have a career, your school under your belt. I lived it. I had a child pregnant at 13, pregnant during my whole 13th year. 2 days after my 14th birthday, I had to give a gift from God away to other people because my mother signed them away. They actually drugged me at that point. 2 days after my 14th birthday, I stayed in the hospital with my baby for a week, and they had to drug me to leave because I wasn't going to leave without him. And the lady and the husband and the mother and father that were picking him up were there. So they shot me full of lorazepam, and I didn't wake up for 3 hours. You want to talk nightmares? I fed my baby every day I was in the hospital. Because I could. The nurses were nuns, and they knew it was the best thing for the baby, and they didn't tell the nurses, and the nurses were nuns, so they really didn't object. There were no objections. There were no rules set out before Family and Children's Services left with telling me, well, that's the past, and I love all my kids, and I hope we all can bless them with everything they want and desire in life. And